Okay, g'day again everyone. Okay, make a short video here. I'm having a clear out. I've just collected way too much stuff. I was going to say junk, but it's not junk. Okay, I have this advertised on Gumtree. I'm just going to run through what it is, what I was intending to use it for, and yeah. Okay, these are the front tyres that belong to a 70s model Honda trike. They have a 90cc engine. The rims are all the same, the three wheels. Was going to put these on a go-kart, and I wanted to, rather than trying to extend the axle, I was going to extend the wheels, and I've actually welded one of the split hubs to the other hubs to bring out. But in hindsight, in order to use it like that, would probably require strengthening of some kind. It's possibly not strong enough on its own. But anyway, there's two other rims there. They can, you can still put it back to how they were. I have various pieces of stuff from the original trike I was going to make. I have the old axle, which has a chewed spline, but also have a new axle that I bought. So there is one good axle, and then there's the housing that fits in the frame, along with the brake drum. Okay, so that's all for the, what they call an ATV, anyway, from the there's two exhaust pipes that I bought home from the tip that I was considering using. I have no idea what they belong to. Okay, over here we have various pairs of indicators. There isn't a set of four. It's a carburetor for an XR250. The seat, I think, is off a XR200. We have a 19-inch, I think it's a 19. Let's check on that. Yeah, 19-inch front tyre, dirt tyre and a tube. Okay. Got an old steering wheel and column, and a Toyota steering wheel that's in reasonable shape. We've got three different mudguards, an early Honda one. Unfortunately, it's painted, not chromed. That's a PE 250 Suzuki. And that one, I think, is a Honda Ag. And there's various casings. There's master cylinders and switches and various bits and pieces, footbed covers. Over here, this is a 450 quad, Kawasaki. Front and rear wheels. Fortunately, somebody's tried to do something or other to the two rear wheels, but they're possibly still usable, I would think. They tried to fit them onto something else. Anyway, this is the engine, the 450 Kawasaki engine. I have no idea in the condition of this engine. I haven't even tried to turn it over, and it doesn't have a Kickstarter or anything like that. So what it does have, the carburetor and all the electrics and everything over here. What it does have, and I showed this in the ad, there's a hole in the sump. I don't know if that was caused externally by a rock or something, whether it's called internally by something breaking within the engine. I have no idea whatsoever. It's just potluck on the condition of that. This is the diff that goes with it. As you can see, it's a shaft drive. And these are the pieces of the frame. There's the handlebars. It's the exhaust for it here, complete exhaust. Have all the steering parts with brakes, things. The steering column is there. Yeah, the frame was cut. This, I said I had actually started making a trike, which is why I collected those other wheels. And then I gave up on the idea, and I was going to build a go-kart. And I've just come to the conclusion that it's never going to happen. It was going to be an off-road go-kart. Yeah. And as well as that, there was another box of various parts. There's foot pegs, more brake masters, there's a fuel caps and fuel taps and various bits and pieces in there. As well as that, we have a 250 Honda engine. A little bit of oil leaking out of that, wasn't before. Possibly a sump plug's loose or something. Anyway, this 250 Honda engine is complete. This is the carbies for it, the coils, it's a clutch casing. It took me a long time to get hold of a clutch casing for this. This is the old 70s, probably early 70s. It's got a push rod clutch. And I have the air filters with it. Not that they're in any sort of great condition, but they are there. I have a set of pipes that I had made up for it, which have the original Honda flange bits, but everything else is of something else. The two tailpipes are of a Chinese hunter type thing, but yeah, they were upswept, as I said, with the intention of going into a go-kart. So anyway, I have all these for sale on Gumtree. I really did want to get rid of the whole lot in one go, but I may separate things. Like all the Kawasaki pieces in one, or the 250 Honda. I might separate. But I said I'd rather sell them all together. I did have 500 on it, on the whole lot. I haven't seemed to have got a lot of interest just yet, so yeah. I may reduce this price, I'm not really want to, because this 250 Honda engine, this is going, I had it running, it doesn't blow smoke, rattle or anything, it's a good strong engine, and that's worth 500 on its own to somebody who's restoring one. But anyway, as I said, I'm going to be negotiable on it. Okay. Right, now we're going to see something else. Of course I have to show me bug. My bug's getting there. We're getting closer and closer. Right. Okay, this is the other thing I have on Gumtree. This is a 24-foot hull. It's made of King Billy pine. I'll bar the deck. The deck's only plywood. But the actual hull is King Billy pine. It had, at some point, someone has fitted a whole lot of new ribs into it and new stringers. That's these pieces here, just run along, they're new. Despite how it looks, it's quite solid. I think possibly the only little bit of rot you might find it would be right in the centre near the keel. Not the keel itself, but the board around it. May need replacing. As for the rest of the boards, they have opened up a little bit. Yeah, through being out of the water, and if you can see the daylight through the boards just there. There's various ways of fixing that. It'll require a fair bit of work. You do what the original way they would have done what they call caulking, which is with a like a window putty, insert oil putty, and then they put it in the water and then let the timber swell up, which pushes out a majority of the putty, and they clean that off and so on. Or there's another way whereby they cut very thin pieces of timber and glue them in between the boards. It's called splining. That, in my view, is probably the best way to do it. Yeah, the other way is to just, they're very adequate silicons available for marine use. And yeah, building a cabin and finish the deck's fairly simple. But if somebody's got a whole lot of time, this would be a worthwhile project. I don't have time and money to put into it. I've got too many other things happening. And, unfortunately, the motor belongs to another person who wants it back, so that doesn't go with it. So yeah, stern, you see there's a little bit of rot in a couple of places, but basically it's pretty solid. But yeah, I was part owner in this with an old fella from up the road. He was passed away at the age of 82. And of course, your wife doesn't have anything to do with it, obviously. This is for anybody who wants to come and get it. And I'm really hoping somebody does come and get it, because otherwise I'll be forced to cut it up, and I really don't want to do that. It's a really nicely shaped vessel, and it's still restorable. I have no idea how old it is, but it could be 100 or more years old. We don't know. So, yeah. So if you think you've got time, energy and money to put into having a really nice big boat, come and get it. Yeah. And of course my ma, I've been working on, I did fire it up last night. So that's all going well. So, seems to be running quite sweetly. I've just got to put belts and casings back on now, and we'll be out cutting grass again. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.